Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of the 100 line Last Defense Academy, and we have Kako here saying it's over after fighting that pop star commander and going through a whole different reality as well with that like new animation style and everything, like a visual novel. It was a crazy time, and now we're getting back into like, the last, 14 days? I can't believe there was a defensive battle the second we got back. I'm wiped from all the fighting, of course. 100% you would be. This is what I was talking about. Gaku always has like the, to me, like the one of the most realistic, responses to everything. I'm tired. This sucks. I'm upset. I'm scared. You know what I mean? I don't remember you lifting a finger. Gaku did so much. He literally, yes. Without Gaku, we are dead. DJ Gaku saved the freaking day. He's the MVP. But you really guys showed up at the perfect time. Any later and we would have been done for. Seeing us all together after so long is making my chest hurt. Are you okay? You can rest now. So what happened to the second Last Defense Academy? Tell us all about it. I get that you're dying to hear a story, but there's no rush, so let's take it easy for a minute. There shouldn't be any attacks for a little while, so we can talk after we... What? No! We just finished like 2 battles! No way, it can't be.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
It can't be.
Unauthorized
It can't be.
personnel detected on school grounds.
How? They are really ramping this up. And again, like I said, I'm playing this game like completely like blind. My first time playing it, just like most people did. So I didn't even know the place I stopped last time was going to lead to another battle right afterwards.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
They are going in. Then that means like the enemy is going in on us. They are going in on us like as hard as possible. We're being attacked again. Another one already? Hey, over there, I see the enemy. What? Oh my god. Oh Jesus, is that the big commander? Is that the... No. That's the one. That's the one that was in the second Last Defense Academy place that didn't blow up. What's that thing deal? It's all by itself. I don't think it needs anything else. That one's no pushover. I can tell just looking. It's one of the most. It's one powerful motherfucker. You're right. That's the Supreme Commander who leads the invaders. That is terrifying. I'm sorry. That is terrifying. That's the one. We barely finished our defensive battle. Now we have to fight the last boss. I did not expect this to happen right now.
We need to attack.
This is the last thing I expected to happen right now.
Let's go for it.
We're just doing it. We're just going for it. Are we? Is it actually just going? It's just going into a battle. It's loading a battle. I know, like I expect, like we had to expect this from like what was happening here in the scene, but still, I thought like maybe like, something else would happen. I think it's loading a battle. It is. This is crazy. Like I thought, like it's one of those things where like I didn't believe it for a second because I'm like, there's no way they're gonna do another battle. They are going in. They are going in on us with all of our characters here at once. And they're driving it home, by the way. There's a story reason for this, right? This is a terrifying experience. Look at this guy. But it's not only that, how terrifying it is. They made a point to say that everyone's exhausted, that everyone barely survived. Even though we did good, but story-wise, everyone barely survived. And this is wave 5 of 5. Holy freaking hell, man. And it's 60 health as well. How, like, what's the... Null bleed. Immune to stun. Negates piercing attacks. Counterattack when hit by an enemy, so it does have a counterattack. I just thought, like, I actually thought there was a possibility that they might, like, do a cutscene or something like that, you know what I mean, instead of another battle. But I think they're trying to drive home, like, how much, like, they're trying to go in on us in terms of attacking. They're making this their plan. They're following through with this. And if the other plan at the second Last Defense Academy didn't work, they're just going to come here and just, like, force their way through, it seems. Let's try our best. I don't know how well this is going to work.
Ready when you are.
Holy hell, man. Oh, what's the counterattack going to be? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
I'll do my best.
I thought it was going to be way worse.
Leave it to me.
I thought it was going to be way worse.
Here goes.
Right?
I'm ready.
But we can't raise our AP, by the way.
I'm ready.
There's nothing else here. How terrifying is it that this guy came here by himself?
Ready? Aim.
Don't counterattack Kako. I swear to God, you will not like it. I will kill you.
Tired.
This is crazy, man. Wait, what? What was the point? Oh, to make us move. To make us move closer to the. I didn't even know we could go to the space. I guess we can. What do we do? Wait. Should we set up? Wait, hold on a second here. Should we set up some fences?
This should do it.
But it seems like it can move over the fences. Right? So maybe we should work on defense for this time around, and then like we'll boost some other stuff maybe. I don't know.
Let's put this to use.
I cannot believe we're in another battle. Like, this game is incredible at making situations feel hopeless, right? Making exhaustion, like, for these characters feel even worse. Because that's definitely what's happening. They're probably tired as heck right now. You know what I mean? I might save up my AP and see what they're going to do. What are you going to do? Oh my god! The fences are worthless. The fences that mean nothing.
I'm all set.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna have to use like a desperation potion or something. We're gonna have to. But on who? Who's gonna give a direct attack here? Yugamu? What do you think? Yugamu's very good at like doing more and more attacks. Maybe you could do his Eito or Gaku, or can we do aggression signals work on this guy?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'll get in there for once.
We can barely raise our voltage as well, by the way. Let's wait to see what we can do here.
I'm all set.
Spirit Raid. Let's do a Spirit Raid.
Taking the shot.
No! Leave! Oh, and they can do multi-counter attacks as well. They can do multi-counter attacks.
I'll put an end to this. I've got this.
This is insane. I can feel it. I can feel the tension in this.
Weakling.
Here we go.
Can we move back? Do an impact stab? That counterattack is lethal. This is so crazy what they're doing here. Oh, they're moving over here now. But they're having aggression signal towards, I guess they don't have to attack. But yeah, what they're doing with this battle, I really feel this way, is like they're driving home that the enemy is going in full force now. But they're also driving home the fact as well. I feel like what they're doing as well is trying to like show us how like exhausting this is for these characters. They just had an incredible battle already. But it looks like this is a real battle as well, by the way. Like, a lot of things went through my head. I thought they might do a cutscene or something where this thing just destroys us in one bit before a battle. I thought that there's a possibility that we could get a,
Let us begin. This should happen.
that, like, maybe, like, we die in one hit there, you know what I mean? It's actually a real battle. Oh, nice. But they're immune, aren't they? They're immune to stun. Eat this. Honestly, I'm up for healing. I'm up for healing right now.
All good. Thanks.
I'm definitely up for healing right now. They did such a good job. Are you gonna hop over here again? Oh Jesus! No! What are you gonna do? We have to. Oh, they are good. Oh no! They strung me along. Wait, it stopped? It stopped? What is it doing? Oh, it's gonna come down to its like human form? What in the world with the cracked face as well?
It detransformed?
This music, what the hell? I feel like they could have destroyed us so like easily there. Like that move it was about to do was gonna devastate us. Why'd it do that?
Maybe it doesn't intend to fight us after all. It clearly wasn't taking us seriously just now.
You're right, it was hopping around the place, just doing whatever, right? It didn't even attack us once.
That's right. I think so too.
You're so right, yeah, it didn't even attack us once.
What did it come here for?
Sora Aravoja.
Look at the screen.
For Pesh sake Vinegu Viju.
Oh my god, is it trying to communicate with us?
It seems like it's talking.
What do you think, Ima?
Din Repekpi, Wefo Ifu Topadori, Zojek Fonui Padorivo.
There's a confidence in his voice.
Mura. Zogu fifo, kuju pinne warase ne dukshue gurar buto swijusara.
I love that they carried away with they did the full dialogue here. Like they didn't just like, it's like a language itself. It sounds like a language itself. But this is such a crazy design. I love like the cracked mask with like the one eye poking out as well. There's such a cunning tone to their voice as well.
Fofafe dudugu kuwar wavose. Imo kuashu paga fepe dunui fapino. Visa arshu viju fupari yon seito dimo din riten wardin razo fuduguje.
I have no idea what they're saying, but it like sounds like, it's a confident speech pattern, right? Despite her bewilderment, the Supreme Commander continued rambling on, and then...
Feduzu fogua shaduju.
You see what I mean? Like, I don't know what they're saying, but like, it's very confident. It turned its back on us and left? Huh?
It ran away?
I don't think... it seems like some sort of weird tactical retreat.
Charlotte, you think you can get away? We must give chase.
I don't think we're gonna do much there.
Not chasing it, you idiot! That thing will crush us!
I don't know. I think it could have the capabilities to do something like that. Whatever power up was about to do with it, it stopped doing it before it even like did it. Like I don't even need to do this right now or something.
I wonder what it was.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Choose your conclusion. That's what it said.
Choose your conclusion.
Huh?
Oh, right! Since Ema was fused
Yes.
with the commander,
Yes.
he can understand their language now. Didn't he tell us that before?
He did.
But what does that mean? Could you tell us in some more detail?
Yeah, because they spoke a lot.
Before that, we're going to have to explain what happened at second to last Defense Academy.
Wait, we're doing like suspense here? This music is so like demonic. So you said choose your conclusion. Like choose the end of your story, right?
Let's all go to the war room for now. We'll discuss everything there.
Right, it's gonna be a long story. Let's get over there.
What a wild encounter. We put the school year behind us and headed inside. Like, it did seem like now like I look at the battle, it wasn't only just like I got something wrong. And that's okay. Like it's okay to get stuff wrong, right? I thought they was just like they were trying to go in on us like really quickly and attack us right now because we did something good. No, that commander was toying with us. That commander was toying with us. It only counterattacked, right? And when it was about to attack, it didn't. We changed back into our regular clothes, gathered in the war room. I would have stayed in my clothes, to be honest, like just in case. Honestly, I'd be too scared. You're back in civvies. Then let's get right to it. Yeah, come on, tell us everything. I'll explain things from the beginning, starting with our mission to the second last defense academy. It seems Mr. Sumer and the others still in recovery mode for all the fighting, so I'll make it snappy. Thanks, Ema. Go for it. Holy hell, I feel like I just had to take a breath there. I feel like I was like that was so crazy. What's with the Supreme Commander? We'll need to talk about that too. So maybe they might do. Sometimes you just force us to go into the conversation. I get that horrible nightmare in my head. Imagine me living a fun school life, like some kind of normie. Oh, that idea of the dream we had. That Supreme Commander was unfathomably strong, easily on the same level as the greatest sorcerer of all time. I mean, that's a great way to describe it, right? I'm dead tired right now, but we have a mountain of things to tell everyone. You should listen to what Ema has to say, okay? Sure. Everyone made it back safely, thank goodness. Yep. I should have known things would get more chaotic as we got closer to day 100. It's 13 days left. You guys came back just in time. That was a real close one. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Oh, sorry for spraying pig breath everywhere. Please stop. Please stop. My boy Gaku, how are you? Man, am I tired? I can barely even move. Oh, he is. He's doing the hungry Gaku. No, honestly, Gaku, you are the MVP. You are the MVP. You should listen to what he has to say. Let's go. The music here has changed too, right? Before we get into our adventure at the other academy, there's something we need to report to you. Yeah. On our way to the second last defense academy, we found a blackened, mummified corpse. A blackened mummy? Faced with the shock audience, Ema continued his matter-of-fact explanation of the events. The blackened mummy we found in the city ruins. Based on the glasses beside us and the scraps of clothing, we could tell whose remains it was. Hiroko Shizuhara, the girl who just disappeared one day. We didn't know what our course was doing laying in a place like that, but there was no doubt that it was Hiroko. Having heard this, everyone's mouth went agape and their faces turned pale. No way, Hiroko, why? I can't believe it. She's so strong. Who could have possibly taken her down? It was probably that supreme asshole invader. That's a way to look at it. Can't think of anyone else strong enough to kill someone as insanely powerful as Hiroko. But why did she run off by herself and get killed in the first place? How beyond brain dead do you need to be to do that? Here's the thing, right? She definitely wasn't brain dead, but like, there was something to this, why she would leave at that moment, right? Because Hiroko was, I think she was on the verge of like working together with us. She wanted everyone to work together. She was just doing it in a very brutal way, right? So there has to be something to that. Not what she said, but what the whole situation. Are we sure she did run off? That's another good point to make. Think about it. When Hiroko vanished, we still had 2 fire extinguishers left. That's true. Miss Hiroko would never run away, and she'd never get snuffed out by some jabroni invader. I mean, we remember Hiroko. She was tough as heck. She was the most experienced out of all of us. I want to see her mummified corpse so bad. I want to know how tragic a beauty like that looks in death. I know you would, but this was a very sad situation, Darumi. Does anyone want to go on a corpse field trip with me? Darumi, I love supporting your hobbies, but maybe that's this time around. I will say this, Darumi. Going anywhere at this moment, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Stick to your fantasies. Now, here's the thing. I say that, but knowing this game, right? I'm saying this because I don't want to leave this place because it's absolutely terrifying. But we're going to have to leave at some point, I bet, for some reason. You know what I mean? It's hard to believe anyone could defeat Hiroko, but if you say so, you saw her body, it must be true. As much as it pains me to say, there's no mistaking it. Imo, what's the matter? Oh no, it's nothing. Allow me to continue the story. Next up is the chapter you've all been waiting for, namely what happened to us at the second to last Defense Academy.
Yeah!
So yada yada, we got to the second last Defense Academy and something even more shocking was happening there. Even we got to tell everyone what we saw at the site of the other academy. With the reformation of everything, yeah. That was such a crazy episode we did last time. And how about the school was supposed to have been destroyed, yet was somehow whole again? About Nigo being reconstructed by the commander with their power to turn back time. And how in order to prevent Nigo's data from being transferred to the enemy, we wound up in a battle. Imi explained how, thanks to Nigo, Nigo's second sacrifice, we managed to defeat the commander. I do like that they're explaining this only because we just had like 10, like maybe realistically 5 insane scenes in a row, right? Including a bunch of battles. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to be like, here, this is what happened, just to rebrief like everything that happened, you know? Because of that sacrifice, we weren't able to obtain the secrets of the special defense unit the enemy had been after. Still, we did catch a certain detail from Nigo, and as he was being reconstructed, something called the Exodus Project. Exodus Project? So the thing in the sky is actually an artificial satellite. Yes. There's you see what I mean? There's so much that happened, and everyone from Tokyo Residential Complex has already been evacuated there. Yeah, I'm not following at all. Someone explained to me like I'm 5. Like it's a lot. It is a lot to me. It is a lot. I'm not great with sci-fi either. Historical dramas are another story. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone's going to have to deal with this in their own way, and it's going to be a lot to think about. You seem to have your time periods all mixed up, though. An artificial satellite. Wait, did I miss something there? Sorry, that Kyoshiko said. I think it's sci-fi, right? Maybe I'm wrong. An artificial satellite. We've been staring at it from the school roof all this time. Yeah, this whole time. So it wasn't a moon after all. I did think it was odd that the surface was so mechanical compared to what I'd read about. Humanity really made something that gigantic just to evacuate everyone? Maybe they modified the moon? It's not like they had access to any other celestial bodies close enough to us to use. Can I say that, like, personally, and like, I thought about this in between episodes. If I found out that I was left behind and like everyone evacuated, I think I would have I think naturally like a lot of us would feel this way. And I hope like being honest about this isn't like terrible, but like I feel like in a lot of ways it would be hard to be motivated. I would feel like very sad and like, I don't think the word sorry for yourself is the way to put it because I think it's normal to feel sad about something like this. I would feel like very like hurt, you know what I mean, in a lot of ways. If that makes sense, I'm not like, again, I don't think like, I think it would be very natural to feel sad about this. That would be my first. I think that would be my first reaction, which is like, I've been left behind. Like, what's wrong with me? What did I do? You know what I mean? But then obviously in this situation, we have to look at what's like powerful about these characters. Why they were left behind was because of these experiments and the cryptoglobe and all this stuff as well. But you know what I mean? I think it would be a very sad experience. Either way, the scale of this is completely off the charts. There are no other humans left on Earth. It's just us and the invaders here. What a bunch of spineless cowards, no guts to fight down with us, huh? I don't think they have the capabilities to. Well, the only ones who can stand against the invaders are those with us with the Hemo Anima. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. They couldn't. We just have to fight in the place of everyone taking shelter up there. Everyone from the complex is waiting for us in the artificial satellite, waiting for us to win this war. If we can protect this school and we can save humanity from world death, mankind will be able to live in peace again. We need to put our lives on the line to achieve that. We can't win without making sacrifices along the way.
Huh?
Aito? Oh, nothing. Sorry, I was just feeling conflicted. That's with all the sudden developments. I'm panicking too. It's all gibberish to me. That's all we learned at the second last defense account. All we learned. That's a lot.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know why I pause like this. it pauses on the dialogue. It does. That does for my forward, but the juicy stuff starts from here. I need several breaths to take. I need to tell you what the Supreme Commander said earlier. Oh my god. This is going to be crazy. They said choose your own conclusion. What does that mean? Should we check in everyone or should we just go straight to... I think we should probably... This is one of those times we should probably go straight to Ema, because people are probably going to say the same thing, right? Now we can try see what the Rumi says. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Ema tells, what did the Supreme Commander say?
Yeah.
Just like I said before, it's planning to launch an all-out attack at the school, so it is doing that, right? But just not... That's what... I was still wrong. It's not doing it at this time. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before with all of the invaders' forces fully mobilized. Like nothing we've seen before.
Yeah.
It seems they couldn't fully breach us because of our wall of fire. But they successfully mass-produced weapons that can nullify the flames. And they're going to advance on us with a number of troops, a massive number of troops. A massive number of troops. Oh.
Yeah.
The Supreme Commander asserted that this school would be annihilated in that all-out attack. The commander came up and walked up to us and said, "You're going to die. You are dead." It also said it wanted to make a proposal before that happens. A proposal? If we quietly hand over to what's inside the defense room, the commander will spare our lives apparently, but we don't even know what's in the defense room. So it's asking us to surrender? Surrender? That's right. We fight and die and live to escape. Choose your conclusion. That's obviously a trap. Why is it giving us a chance to escape? Yeah, like it's like, if they know they're going to annihilate us, why are they even... Why would they give us a chance to escape? Why would they give, like... That doesn't make any sense, right? This is what the Supreme Commander said. But like, if they thought they could beat us unconditionally, why would they need to give us an ultimatum? You know? Its goal isn't to kill us, it just wants the defense room, so... But... Don't they want to annihilate all of humanity? It wants to put an end to this fruitless war, it said. It's killing... What? It said that killing each other like this is foolish. I did not expect that at all. Fruitless war really said that? That thing's more sensible than I would have guessed. I mean, the last thing I expected for them. Screw that, you're just gullible. It also says something else. If you give up what's inside the defense room and leave this planet, then the invaders will prepare a way for us to leave so we can go back to the artificial Wait, but they know a way to get... Wait. Where all our friends and family are. They know a way to get back there? They even prepare a way for us to get out of here? How? How? But then, like... We can't just run away. Earth is our home. So is the ultimatum like, you can live on the satellite forever, or we're going to kill you down here? Or you have to defend Earth, or live on the satellite with your family forever? That's right. Discerning under our enemy fire would be disgraceful. As both a warrior and a woman, I will not surrender. I still have more to tell you. It said something curious at the end. Please. Something curious? If we continue to fight, even if we successfully defend the school, we'll all die in the end? At their hands or someone else? Huh? We'll die in the end? Why? How?
Yeah.
It seemed to have something to do with whatever's in the defense room. Do the invaders know what's in there? According to the Supreme Commander, the thing we're protecting here at the school... Stop. Is a weapon of despair that will destroy everything. Wait a second. So they're not trying to bring the people in the Ark back to Earth? From the Commander's perspective, they're just going to destroy the Earth? Despair, destroy everything? That's ludicrous. I think there's surely something to save humanity from world death. I don't quite understand it myself. I'm just telling you what it said. Yeah, but like... That would mean, if that is true, that would mean it's like maybe something growing for like 100 days. Something like, you know, building up, loading for 100 days, and then it destroys everything. That would mean they're just trying to like nuke things. It's gone. I did not intend for the music to hit like that when I said nuke things, it's gone. But like, holy hell. We don't need to concern ourselves with the invaders' lies. Right, ain't no way we're believing anything those assholes say. We've gotten screwed over by their dirty tricks before. But the Supreme Commander wasn't really attacking in the battle just now. What if he does want to avoid fighting us? Again, this is where it comes. This is where like you would be like questioning your sanity. You know what I mean? What do we believe? What can we believe? We didn't know there was an Ark. We weren't told all these things by the people that sent us here. Sere or Nigo didn't say any of this stuff either. Our family is up there. There's multiple things going through our head. I could be with my family quicker. I could take the chance to be with my family quicker. If I'm going to die anyway, I might as well take this chance, right? They must be lying. They have to be lying. But then in your head, you're kind of like, what if they're not lying? There's like so many things going through your head right now. At least that's what will be happening to me. Maybe some of the other side are hoping for peace too. Enough foolishness. Those monsters don't have feelings like we do. We know legitimately that they do have personalities. We know this for a fact. We know that they have different vibes and energies amongst themselves as well. Is that really true? I'm with Shoma on this. I think that we know, like, from the perspective, at least from the prisoner and the different commanders we met, they all have like a different energy to them, right? Sorry, Roach Bridge, like we shouldn't butt in, but I was just thinking. It wasn't possible before, but now we can communicate with the invaders. We might be able to have a proper discussion with them, like a summit. I'm sure that's all the prisoner wanted. I don't believe that for a second. Well, the prisoner was legit trying to kill us. Here's the problem with this as well. Sorry, guys, I had to like step away for 2 seconds there. The problem I have with this is that, but I totally agree they have personalities, but the whole thing of like this line here, ensure that's all the prisoner wanted. We can't look at it like that because she kidnapped Ema. She's the reason Ema got kidnapped in the first place. She was trying to kill us, and yes, we held her prisoner, so of course she's going to try and escape. But like legitimately, we have to look at it from that perspective. They tried to kill us, you know? And yes, they might all have different feelings, and we have to look at it that way. But we don't know that now. All we know is that they tried to kill us, they escaped and stole Ema. Everyone, you can't let the invaders sway you. They're just trying to deceive us. I think it is an emotional thing. It's like what you want to believe. I'd love to believe that I could just make a deal and go back to my family. You know what I mean? You'd love to believe that. True, but are they the only ones doing the deceiving? Wait, you mean like the people who sent us here? Eita, what do you mean? Oh, nothing. I'll stop with my conjecture. No, please. I'm really sorry I failed to read the room and overstep. No, we need to talk about everything.
Yeah.
We don't need to draw any conclusions just yet. The Supreme Commander said it'll be back later, so we just have to decide before then. How much later? 7 days. After that, we'll come by itself, so we have 7 days for like the final battle, I'm guessing. It's coming here again? And all by itself, too. Kyoshika, what day would that be 7 days from now? It's day 84, right? 82, today is day 82. So 94, sorry. Just carry the one. It's okay, Kyoshika. Not everyone's good at maths. They really are not. And like, honestly, not everyone needs maths in their lives. They really don't. Some people do, and we're glad to have them. We're glad. Hey, you people who love math out there, we're glad to have you. You know, thank you. What ain't for me, but thank you. Today's day is 87. It'll be day 94. 94. The Supreme Commander will bring us some means of getting to the artificial satellite as well. They said it'll bring our last chance for peaceful resolution if we refuse. As planned, they will launch their overwhelming assault, destroying the school, and with us with it. And that's what's so amazing. Like I said, everyone's going to be thinking about this. Everyone, if they're being honest with themselves right now, would be thinking about this. Even if in the end you decide not to do it, because I think in the end I decided I wouldn't like trust this, okay? There's a thought process in your head of like, man, like, we're gonna die anyway, right? They're gonna kill us, so we should take the deal, right? We fight and die or flee and live. And we just have a week to decide? Our answer is clear. We're the hope of all mankind. We're fighting on behalf of humanity. We can't run away. That's right, we can't run. Well, let's decide formally after we've done had some time to mull it over. We still have until day 94. Yeah, we have 7 days. Ato's saying that we know the only ones being deceived. Is he talking about the people that sent us here? Because they haven't told us everything. After everyone held their tongues, not one of us making an effort to speak. That's so interesting. So exhausted, not able to speak. So emotionally drained, not wanting to speak. No one wants to say something else at fear probably of like, bringing up another topic that might like, prolong the rest that everyone needs. We were obviously confused. We decided to talk about what to do after each of us had time to gather our thoughts. For the time being, we parted ways.
You never will then.
Crazy sequence of events. I love this game so much. I really do. And I like, and it's such a weird thing to say, but I think you guys agree with me. Like I said it before, I love a game that can make me feel this messed up. You know what I mean? And when I say messed up, like jumbled. I love the way a game can make me feel like all these different emotions, make me feel nervous like this, make me empathize with so many characters like this as well. I love it. Back in my room, I lay in my bed and ruminating what I just heard. Even if we successfully defended the school, we'd still die in the end. Because the thing on the side of the defense room is a weapon of despair that will destroy everything. That's the thing, a weapon of despair that will destroy everything. There's a possibility that this thing could destroy everything, and then everyone lives on the ark for themselves. You gotta be kidding, that just can't be true. It's a lie, a trap. Who would ever listen to an invader anyway? I repeated this inside my head, but the Stream Commander's claim continued to linger in the back of my mind. Of course, 110%. This is what I'm saying. It's only normal. How could you not? I kept going over the same points again and again inside my head. And as I continued to rack my brain, I fell into a dark sleep. Man, anxiety, exhaustion sleep? You know what I mean? Just like collapsing from like all the day you've had as well.
Get ready. Prepare to spend. Be ready to give your life.
88 days. Maybe it was the exhaustion from all the fighting, or maybe it was because of everything I've heard that day before. But that day I felt less great from the second I woke up. It seems like the others weren't much better off either. According to Ema, who was going around checking on everyone, we all were pretty deep in recovery mode, of course. Afternoon had passed, we got together in the cafeteria. Whoa. That's great. That's one of the few times they warp us to the cafeteria, right? Yeah. And everyone's really down, apart from Darumi, who's having a great time. And if the cafeteria ever wore a gloomy expression, speak for yourself, look at Darumi. And I want her to be happy and honestly, especially in these type of situations. Come on, everyone, what's with the long faces? It's tough. I had so much on my mind I couldn't really get any sleep. You okay, Kako? I'm a chronic insomniac, so I'm actually having more fun than ever. You shouldn't worry about anything the enemy has to say. Says. That's just what they want. Trap or not, it's the kind of thing that disturbs your soul to hear. The idea that we'll die too in the end, I mean. Not to mention all the attack that's coming. An attack like that, nothing we've ever seen before. Is there any way for us to win? Nope, not at all. We're totally doomed. Enough pissing and moaning. We just gotta do what we gotta do. That's right. We'll find a way, right, Takumi? Yeah, we have to. What are all those peasants on the satellite doing when all of this is going on? You think they'd send reinforcements? My prediction, and this is, if they've gone to these lengths, right? They've probably told people that they couldn't find any survivors, and they probably think we're dead. And here's the thing, you could say then, well, what if you show up then? And let's say we are going to show up in the arc in the end. What if you show up then? Then that's a relief. That's a win-win, right? That's the biggest relief that families ever had in their lives. It's not a win-win, by the way, because you go through the trauma of actually losing someone and then you have to, you find them again. So it's not actually it's actually still a traumatic situation. I want to make that clear. But I'm saying from the perspective of the people who are organizing this, they would see it as a win-win, if that makes sense. It's like, we hide their identities and hide this is going on. And then when they reunite, then we can say that that they, somehow they were part of this thing, and it was top secret, and now they're safe. You know what I mean? And they fought and they won. It would be hard to hide that fact, though, and as a family member, I would still be like desperately upset at the person who would send my son off, or brother or sister or anyone off into that situation. There's nothing they can do. You need Hen and Amon to fight the invaders. But the fate of all humanity hinges on this battle, right? I wish they'd lend us some support. Couldn't they at least reach out? If I could talk to my family, I'd feel like I could keep going. I don't want a proper explanation of what's going on here. If they tell us what's inside the defense room, we wouldn't have to sweat what the invaders are saying. Maybe they think we're all screwed too. That's absolutely not true. We have everyone's trust and support. Nozomi is very much all about the idea of, like, you know, getting this goal going and completing this goal. Oh my god, enough already. All taking on, Kurara slammed the table as she sprung to her feet. We're fighting for all these people on the artificial satellite, and they're not lifting a finger for us. I don't think they can. They can't do anything? Not even offer us an explanation or a call from our families? If they really have left us here to rot, then I say screw them and screw humanity. Whoa. Easy, Kurara. It's going to be okay. Oh no. But if it's true, if we're humanity's hope, then this shouldn't be happening. Huh? Eito, who had been silent the whole time, finally spoke, but with a downcast expression. Kurara's... Can I say as well, like, Kurara... I don't like the way Kurara speaks to us sometimes at all, and, like, at all. The way she speaks to Gaku especially. But I do think that... it's one of the most natural reactions she's had. And again, I don't want to be like, screw humanity is like a natural reaction, but like this anger you feel, you know? As I said, if I was left behind, I'd feel sad. Some people would feel angry. Some people feel so desperately angry that would say something like that, you know, screw them, you know? I feel like these are very natural reactions to all these situations. Hey, so what are you saying? I've been wondering about this since yesterday. All humanity fled to the artificial satellite. Do they care about us anymore? Whoa. Huh? He even said something similar earlier, didn't he? We might just be decoys that allowed humanity to escape to the satellite. All the time I was just letting my imagination take a depressing turn, but it's no longer a possibility. We can deny it in its entirety. That can't be. Damn it. Now it's Gaku's turn to hit the table in sand, letting out a scream towards the skies. Say something, say anything. You see what I mean with this game, the way they do this? Like, oh. Like, they're so good at, like, having these reactions and making it feel, like, so real, right? Like, I'm in pain here listening to Gaku say this. Can't you see as we're fighting for you? You see what I mean? Like, can't you see we're fighting for you guys? I feel so bad. Is anyone listening? We're in seriously bad shape here. Like, he's desperately calling out. Oh my god. Tell us what we're supposed to do. But his voice just echoed hollowly throughout the cafeteria. Oh my god. You know what I mean? Like, I feel terrible. And I know I love Gaku, like, you know, Gaku Defense Force. Me and my comment section, you know? But, like, it literally, like, it makes me feel so, like in my stomach, I feel, you know, the pit of your stomach, you hear someone calling out like this. And it's understandable. You know? What do we do? What can we do? Please help us, please. Oh, Gaku. Oh, look at this. Oh. What the hell is going on? I feel so bad. The cafeteria was enveloped in silence after that. Everyone just didn't even know what to say. One person after another left as if trying to escape the deafening quiet. That is so crazy. A room so quiet that you had to like that you had to leave, like, because it was like almost deafening in a way as well. What's that line from that song? Have you ever been a place where you couldn't speak, and of course you couldn't even say. You couldn't even, you know, it's like you can't even say that you can't speak, right? If I got that lyric wrong, I'll correct it, but it's been a while since I listened to the song. But it's like the idea of, like, you know, you're in a place, you can't speak, and you can't even say it. You can't even say why you can't speak, because then it's a whole different thing altogether with that thing as well. It's almost like it's like impossible if you just speak why you can't speak. And it's like a cycle of that too, you know? Just like everybody else, I returned to my room without a word. After that, I stayed cooped up in here for the rest of the day. We're doing ding dong bing bong. It's nighttime already? Wait, so we have like what? Like how many days left?
You never will then.
How many days do we have left? Date 88. So we have 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 6 days left. 6 days. Even after the nighttime announcement, I just kept turning well, not that, right? Because we don't count the day of as one of our days beforehand. So we actually have like 5 days left. I just kept turning the same things over and over in my head. I couldn't stop thinking about what we discussed this morning. Are we really a hope of mankind? Is the enemy speaking the truth? Despite knowing I never get the answer, I just kept thinking about it. I was lost in a spiral, the same thoughts whirling around and round. And so ended the 88th day of the Last Defense Academy. Such a crazy feeling.
Up and out! Get ready for your... Prepare to spend another day and be ready to give your lot.
89 days, man. 89 days. That's a weird sound to wake up to, right? Guess I better go to the cafeteria, although I'm sure it's going to be depressing again. And this time they're letting us walk to the cafeteria. They're doing such a fantastic job of emphasizing... Oh, not everyone's in the cafeteria right now. Bokaku's around here somewhere. At emphasizing like a very realistic response to the situation. It's stomach churning. It's uncomfortable. It makes you think about so many things at once, you know? Gaku's looking up at the artificial satellite from the roof, screaming and yelling at the top of his lungs. He's still screaming. You guys are cowards. How dare you evacuate without us? At least give us a call or something. We're out here fighting for you guys, but you're not even looking at us, are you? What do you have to say for yourselves? And it's him breaking down, right? And I say this. I said like not like this, of course, but I said like if I was left behind, I'd feel sad. I'd feel like what did I do wrong? You know what I mean? Why can't you speak to me? Why can't you say something to me? Like, why am I here? And he's looking up to the sky, and like, to me that's like something that to me like also it's a build up of like 100 days. Because again, we've been like, a lot of our characters have been able to hold it together just barely. Because at moments of like very serious anguish, you can see how they act, like, you know, they break down. And I feel like this is one of those moments that like we've been holding a lot together, right? A lot of our characters. And hearing all this news is what like kind of like sent a few people over the edge in some way as well, right? And it's understandable. Who's in the cafeteria now? Still a large group, right? But a few people are staying in bed. This is such like a heavy episode. It's so heavy for me. There are fewer of us than usual gathered in the cafeteria. Huh? Is this everyone for today? Seems so. So rare for Mr. Atsuki to not show up considering how much he loves being around us. Eito. I bet he's agonizing over all this by himself. He's like that. You're the serious pessimistic type. Wait. I was like, pessimistic? I legit thought I got a name wrong there. I was like, is that not Eito Atsuki? Pessimistic. He's like power friendship. Total opposite of my outgoing party girl. The holy Jumanji sword. I needed that, Kyoshika. I think we all needed that. I had no idea your sword was like that. It's a party girl, apparently. Well, should we discuss this together? Not at a disgusting dung beetle like myself should worry about living on, but we have 5 more days, right? There's nothing to discuss. Surrendering would mean falling into a trap, like I said. We can't fall for the lies. Well, I do agree, but I very much understand the distrust everyone is feeling for the people on the satellite. We didn't come here to fight voluntarily, after all. It's absurd to force us to do any of this. And after hearing the people who made us do already went and took shelter without us, it's disheartening. Yeah, it is disheartening. It makes you feel a little left behind. I want to run away after this too. But if we back down now, everything we've done up to now will have been for nothing. So it's like, again, it's like the idea of like we've worked so hard to this point. 89 days. We're getting into the last 10 days after this. We can't let that happen. Everything we've done up until now would have been for nothing. I suppose for Nozomi that includes everything her mom did too. Yes, I didn't think of that for a minute, but yes, thanks for reminding me. It's like so true. Like, she's here to like retroactively take the regrets away from her mother. And if she stops now, then that feeling is with her forever. Is it too late to reopen the debate about whether we should fight or not? Didn't we have the similar conversation when we first got here? That was a very early... You're right there, you're so right. It was a very early conversation. That's right, this whole back and forth makes you feel like we've gone back to square one in the final hour. If only Suri and Shizuhara were here, they'd force us to power through, I'm sure. If Moko were here, I bet you'd get everyone fired up. We've lost a lot of people. Things sure have felt gloomy ever since we had that conversation. Well, I guess that's only natural. After finishing our breakfast in near silence, we all went back to our rooms. To fight or not fight, that's exactly the same thing we were worried about in the beginning. It's such a cool parallel, right? Because we got so into the idea of like all of us fight together. We're so good as a unit. And now we're back at the stage where like, well, should we do this again? Should we fight? Who would have guessed we'd be racking our brains over it again at the very end? Yeah, like it's almost like a bookend, right, for both ends. The all-out attack the Supreme Commander had planned is certainly a threat, but if the people in the artificial satellite would at least talk to us, we'd be able to keep the faith and fight on through it. We'd be able to believe that a happy ending was waiting for us at day 100. Yeah, that happy ending feels like it's gone, right? It feels like it's dissipating. Hey, Katawa, you're up there too, right? Oh, Takumi. Can't you find a way to contact us? Free time right now, man. I don't know if I can even do it. Your extinguisher level is increased. Okay, cool. Should we do an exploration right now? I think like that would be a great way to like get our mind off some stuff and collect some materials for leveling and stuff. I think we upgrade our move. No, we'll do all that at once. I think we should go for an exploration. For sure. But we should upgrade our moves anyway. Like, we should upgrade the moves of the characters we're taking on exploration. Yeah, but this is such a disheartening feeling because I don't know why I'm moving around manually, but like we were saying there, like it's like we got so hyped up and so into the idea of this, not into it like as in like we love it, but like we're working together, we're working so hard, and then finally, you know, we're at a situation now again where we're I might upgrade the impact stab again. Oh, and you get attack +1 on the next impact stab. But we need linguistics. So 9,000 BP. Crazy. It is such a it's such a powerful but painful bookend, right? It really is. I'm up for upgrading this so we can actually move in with Yugumu a bit more, you know what I mean? Yugamu a bit more, Yugumu a bit more. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. We'll upgrade some other stuff in the video. I want to do some exploration now as well. I think I genuinely like, because here's the thing, I understand everyone's opinion. Like for me, when it comes to Game of the Year stuff, everyone's opinion is valid, right? With what you think is your Game of the Year, right? But this is one of those games that I genuinely feel like more people should try. Like, Jesus Christ, I feel like people should try this. I don't think people, like, everyone has tried it, has been like, has said the same thing. This is addictive as heck. Right? BP implants, maybe? I like bringing a healer with us, of course. We want someone for plants, right? So that would be... I think so. No, we have Yugumu for plants, so we can bring someone else for something else if we wanted to as well. Textiles, maybe for machines. Yeah, I'll go with this. I also think, guys, I'm just being honest, I'm gonna be obviously editing the video in like 10 minutes or so or something like that, or maybe even around 10 to whatever minutes. So I do feel as though like I need to when we have the discussion in the end, I think we have a lot to talk about already, and I think a bit of exploration might be a good way of like calming down. You know what I mean? Not that we need to not be in those emotions, but you know what I mean? It might be a good idea just to be like, whew, we did a lot today, Let's go to the desert. And we'll just go to the desert now as well. So we upgraded our fire extinguishers, right? So level 4. So let me see if there's a level 4 around here. Wrong thing. Is there a level 4 around here we could take? There's level 5. There's level 4 up there, level 4 chest. Huh. Do you want, will we make our way up to the chest? So, which chest? Up this way here? So if we go bam, 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 bam. Where are we? So up here, around here. Okay, let's just go up. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. Let's go up. Jump out of the way. Take the impact head on. Why would I do that? I always think it's the worst thing. Okay, I think it's the one time that I should load. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the one time that I should be like, no, let's reload. I think it's because usually like, okay, it's not, usually like the worst idea is the one that like works sometimes. Like, hey, you see a hornet's nest, kiss the hornets. You know what I mean? Which is, usually what happens. Everyone looks exhausted, is always suggesting taking a break. She also prepares some rations. Rest and take the food. Battle? I guess the food attracted some creatures? That's so funny. I thought that, like, obviously common sense, you wouldn't take on a freaking truck. Right? Common sense. Common sense, you wouldn't take on a truck, you know?
Let's do this.
Attack potion. take a truck head on. I really like Airblade.
There. Say when. Take this. All right.
We gain some AP out of that.
Let's do this. Yeah. I've got this. Ha! Got it.
Leave it to me. How's this?
Do you think we could get an impact stab on this guy over here?
So tired.
Let's go.
Like, because we're not getting an Airblade on them. What happens if we do side slash? Not enough there as well either. Airblade won't do anything. Impact stab would kill them. But we don't have enough spaces here. You know what I mean? We don't have enough spaces. So actually, I might just do a side slash here and just get like, or we could use Ugamu, do some stuff here as well.
Time for me to move. This'll do. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Does this?
Yeah, it's not going to do much for us, but like, look, we're going to get attacked now anyway. At least we're not getting hit by a truck this time. It's actually very good for us that they don't attack over as well, right? It's very good for us.
I'm good to go.
What was someone said about you? Someone said something. Let me just check here now as well. Oh, Yugen was really good with people to have status like status debuffs.
Ready as I'll ever be.
So can we put a status debuff on? Will that?
Gotcha.
Does that count as a status
Let's
debuff?
get to the killing.
It seems it might.
Experiment time. Time for me to move. This hurts. You make a lovely corpse.
Let's do this.
Nice stuff.
Gotcha.
I love talking to me so much.
This looks useful.
Small red crystal. Let's go for. We're trying to get up here, right? So you find a ruins of clock stores. Oh, we saw this one before. So dismantle the small clock. Yeah. See, sometimes it's like, hey, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy now. Small clock. Nice. We're going to get rid of all these parts as well, I think, because they're not great, you know? Question mark? You're surrounded by thick fog. You barely see what's in front of you. Hide for it to wait for it to pass. Move must -5. Fair enough. We're going up, aren't we? I saw a small drone, so jump up and grab it. Damn it. Poor Kako as well. Poor Kako.
I found a little something.
I didn't want to do a battle. I think on instinct I just picked the highest one. There's a lot of machinery around here. Let's go. Okay. First of all,
Prepped and ready. I'll help.
sorry so much, Kako.
Say when.
Attack potion again. I don't like again. I don't try to avoid battles, but I think sometimes like the battles aren't like they aren't as beneficial as just like just based the kind of exploring we get to do. Now, one impact stab will get rid of this guy, right?
All right.
A spear rain. If we give Kako a potion.
I appreciate the help. I'm all set.
I was about to take another potion. What am I doing?
I'll do my best.
And we did Spirit Rain to get rid of this guy. I'm not sure we needed the attack potion for that, but we had it.
Let's get to the
Then
killing.
we have Twisted Whip. We could thin out some enemies here as well, for sure.
I've got this.
How can we go in with an impact stab from here? Dude, not with too far away, right? Too far away. We could do an air blade. We might as well. Once we have the attack potion with us. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do too much damage to us here. Oh, nice. I know the big boy could do that.
Let's do this. That's it. I've got this. Yeah. Got it.
I'm ready.
Spear Rain. Wait, can we do
I'll do my best.
It doesn't even, not even going to do like a crazy amount of damage for this as well. I guess because it's about like, being, maybe not moving in and stuff like that as well.
Time for me to move.
Twilight Atrocity could work though. See, like it's not even just Kako. It's just the fact that we're they have high defense and stuff like this as well.
Kill them all.
It's not her fault.
Kill the rest for me. Say when.
Actually, when?
Locked and loaded. I'll patch you up. Thank you.
Here we go. Take this.
Now we're not going to be able to get rid of these guys in one turn,
I've got this.
but next turn. Oh, because only does one attack, right?
Let's do this.
Next turn, you're done. You're out of here. Oh, we can do an impact stab maybe. Next turn, this guy's gone. Oh, we still have one more left though.
I'm all set.
Spear Rain. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much, Kako, saving the day again.
Tired. Look what I found.
I'm gonna go with 1. And then I'm gonna go with 3. Then I'm gonna go with 3. Are we still going the right way? Let me check here. Wrong button. I don't think it's been a very successful exploration for me. Yeah, we're trying to get that chest, so we can go up this way. We can go either way. I'd rather go up this way. Let's choose 1 up. Use washing machine, open refrigerator, turn on the TV, open the refrigerator. Jesus Christ, there's so many battles this time around. I know the 2 of them were my choice. Well, 1 of them was my choice anyway. A lot of battles here, right? A lot of battles. Let's just do what we usually do. We only have 1 attack potion left.
Time to use
But I think it's good to just get, we can also boost attack with Nozomi as well, so there's that too. So we can also think about that too, and the status effect thing as well.
Got it. Let's do this.
So we have 3 left.
Ready as I'll ever be.
If I do a rescue bullet,
I've got you.
which will upgrade our movement.
Say when.
And then I do 2 impact stabs into this guy here. Just
Let's go. Take that. All right.
then if we do
Leave it
spear
to me.
rain. What happens if we have like
I'm
boosted attack?
all
Oh, we
set.
no longer have an attack thing. Let's see. Actually,
Let's get to the killing.
yeah. I think this isn't bad. Well, we can get rid of 3 of these guys at once with this turn. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm spent.
Whenever you're ready.
Paralyzed bullet.
Yeah!
Time for me to move.
We do more. I think we do. Yeah, we do more attacks to people with status
Good
effects,
to
right?
go. Let's get to the killing.
How far can we go with this here? We can't move back here, so it's gonna have to be.
I've got this.
No, wait. What's the best position here? Here, for sure.
Gotcha.
Takami's special ability is so reliable. I think it's the same thing as with
Take care of the rest.
Kako's, right?
Time for me to move. Does this do it for you?
Because it's just a space, like having a pure square space in front of you just to destroy someone. Fantastic.
Yes.
Honestly, we're not getting what I would like out of this, to be honest. But hey, what can you do? As you climb the slopes, the log starts rolling down, starts going towards you. If you don't do something, jump out of the way. Oh my god! What the hell? Give me some plants, please. I beg of you. You catch an invader that's been isolated from the squad. What now? Finish it off. Let the poor thing go. Let Yugumu torture it. Go on. Yeah, go ahead. Honestly, I knew what they were going for there. They were like, I told you, it's like the choices that are the scariest. Sometimes are the ones that are ones that work. Everyone looks exhausted. Is always just taking a break. She also prepared some rations. Keep moving. Go 5 spaces forward. I want to go here. Oh, lovely. 2.
This looks like a rare
A
one.
5 yen coin. Please, if we go, please give me 1. Give me 1. What did we do last time? Run away? Oh my god, no, Kako's gone! Oh my god. I forgot, I think we had got that one before. Oh, here we go. Exactly what I wanted from this. Something out of this, you know what I mean? If we go for 5, we have to go around here. If we go for 2... Go for 3, go for 2. I'm trying to get over to some of the textiles as well. You find lots of abandoned home appliances. Oh yeah, here we go. Perfect again.
Yes.
We can collect one more thing, by the way. You find a plushie abandoned on the roadside. It looks like an invader. Sure is creepy. Attack it. Got a tattered cloth scrap.
I found a little something.
Let's get rid of, like, say, some of this, like, other stuff, because we have, like, a lot of stuff, right? Like, we have, like, a lot of... We do have a lot of stuff. But we want, obviously, more stuff as well. Textiles is what I've been looking for the most, so I think we can get rid of, like, stuff like scrap parts. No! I only saw it now. I was like, I don't want another, like, machine part. That's hilarious. And we're down Kako, the poor gal. Not her fault. My fault. 100% my fault.
Time for action.
Look at that thing over there.
I've got your back.
Thanks.
Horrific. It might have been a
Ready
good
when
idea
you
to do
are.
this afterwards, right? And we have no more attack potions either. I'm trying to get rid of everything as much as quickly as possible. So we like, yes, they're gonna attack us and do damage, but maybe not as much damage. As if they were on their full force. They're going in right for the attack. Look at this.
Damn it. Can't.
Holy hell, man.
Exhausted. I'm not done yet.
I'm not, we're not doing any more battles after this anyway. It's not happening. It's not happening. And again, it's not that I don't like the battles, but I feel like it's better to, like, just do exploring and you get more of your time in this stuff as well. At least that's the way I feel about it.
Fall back.
Let's get to the killing. I'll kill them all.
Love his move as well. But now it's legitimately just Yugumu and
Ready as I'll ever
Nozomi
be.
here doing all this stuff. The Paralyze will do. Oh yeah, you're gone.
Stay back.
Woody 20% voltage increase. What a pairing, Nozomi and Yugumu.
I found a little something.
A large flag is nice though. It is nice, and yes, we're getting rid of scrap parts. That is actually nice. I'm actually happy we did that. If we go for 2. Got the
I
gramophone.
picked this one up.
Is there anyone that's like less, yeah, like a circuit board? What, can I take a look at what's in front of me? That's a monster, so 6. Oh, nice, a chest.
Looks like a rare one.
I am okay with ending the exploration.
We're done.
Now, again, I love the battles, but I feel like you spend your time way wiser here if you don't do a lot of battles in this. That's the way I feel about it anyway. I know like that's not always the most accurate thing in the world, but
You never will then.
that is going to end our episode here, guys. This is my menu, by the way, if you want to look at it. I have to update my software. Or update the, whatever it is. I have to update something. This episode was like another episode where, like, again, it made us feel like so many things, but I think they handled it in such like a very realistic and, you know, open way where the characters that we were talking to, like, actually, like, were feeling this, like, on a level that, like, to me, like, made perfect sense. It was hard to watch, obviously, just because we love these characters so much, and seeing them, like, go through all these different emotions. It really does, like, sense, like, as I said, like, a feeling in the pit of our stomach as we're watching this, and it really gave me, like, that feeling of, like, oh my god, there's a lot of stuff happening here. Like, this is kind of terrifying in a way, too. And I especially with Gaku's reactions to this entire game, and, like, you know, people have said this in the comment section. I've said it, that he acts very realistically with stuff too, but he's a character who, like, is to me like one of the most relatable characters in the game. He's someone who, like, is very open and honest about his feelings about money. He's someone who I know, again, Gaku Defense Squad. Yeah, I'm guilty. I'm in the Defense Squad. He's very open about, like, his money, his hardships that he's gone through, his feelings about rich people, the pain that he's going through right now, how things can suck. Because it's so normal, you know. While, like, yeah, it's what you could say, like, well, everyone knows it sucks, let's just keep going. I think, like, it's very important to say that, like it's almost it's weird, right? At times it's almost like, okay, it's nice to know that there's, like, somebody here who, like, would react in the same way we all would. You know what I mean? Not that everyone else has fake reactions, because I think everyone else is, like, also, like, as you said, like, people are doubting themselves. People are doubting the mission. Some people are being so, like, you know, no, we have to, you know, like, no matter what, we have to keep going. Some people are like, but what if we, like, die anyway? And other people are, like, so mad at the arc. Like, there's so many different feelings. I just, like, you know, think that, like, having Gaku screaming up at the moon, sad about, you know, that being left behind, them not doing anything, is such, like, a raw reaction, and it's like, oh my god, that makes perfect sense as well, that, like, something like that would happen. As I said at the start, the sadness of being left behind, that feeling of being left behind, and then you also had, like, something from Nozomi's perspective as well, which is also another very realistic and painful reaction. The idea of, like, she bases this whole mission not only on the safety of everyone, but also this idea that this is going to get rid of the regret for her dead mother, that her mother felt. Kadara saying, screw humanity. She's like, I don't care about any people anymore. F this. Why should I risk my own life for this? And again, it's one of those situations that, like I would never, I don't personally feel that way, right? Where it's like, hey, screw humanity. But then again, you don't know what you'd be like in this situation, but I still think it's a very realistic reaction. You know what I mean? F them. They're up there all cushy. We're down here fighting. F them. They don't even care about us. They're not giving us a phone call or anything. You have Eito talking about, like, the idea of, like, seems very downtrodden about some of the, like, the idea of people deceiving each other. And I think he might be talking about the people that gave us this stuff here as well. There's so many different conflicting emotions, and everyone's feeling so down about it, to the point that they got to a space in this, and such an amazing scene in the way they described it. Everyone was so silent that they didn't even say anything to each other for the rest of the morning, and just left one by one to escape the silence. Because what happens when silence comes along? You think about this stuff more. And what happens when you think about this stuff that gives you anxiety more? You get more anxiety. What happens then? You drive yourself completely up the wall to a point that like you are in such a sad state. And again, it's a normal thing to happen. I'm not saying that like, you know, it's wrong for them to feel this way. I think they handled this in such a very realistic way. Everyone's reactions to this was so raw and real. You know what I mean? And that's why like I never fault people in games who have real reactions. You know what I mean? I come from playing like Ace Attorney as well. And one of the things that happens sometimes is people like give a lot of crap for some characters for acting in a very emotional or quote unquote overly emotional way. But like I think what happens sometimes when people play games is that like they kind of come at it from the perspective of like like right now I'm sitting in my chair, for example. Sitting in my chair, my microphone's in front of me, I have the controller in my hand. I'm not going through this. So they have this weird thing, and I've seen it with like, and again, I don't mean to ever badmouth other people's playthroughs, because you know I have one rule in the channel: we don't really talk about other creators at all. But like, in general, I've seen videos where people are like, "Man, come on, stop crying, and you're like, "What are you on about? Put yourself in their shoes." Like seriously, what? Like first of all, already I feel like my own anxiety because I care about these characters so much. And an example I would use is like say the movie, like a good movie like we'll use a horror movie as an example. Scream, right? Scream is more terrifying to me because I care about the characters. And I don't have to be like, oh, I know what it's like to be chased by a killer. I just know that I love Sidney Prescott. I'm talking about the first movie Scream, by the way. You know, I haven't seen the later ones, to be honest. But I really loved that original movie, the original movie Scream. And it is the thing where it's like, I am scared that a character I love might die. And there's also coupled with the thing then you can kind of try to, and again, it's so difficult to put yourself in a position like this, because how can you ever put yourself in a position where these lads and these characters are in? Put yourself in the position of like, you've been fighting for 89 days. You fought so hard, and now you find out that everyone has already left. And there's a possibility that there could be, that you all die on day 100. You're questioning yourself forever at that point. So there is an ultimatum from the commander. I don't know if it's true or not, but we'll see if it is true. It's another terrifying experience as well. Hey, you know, give up what's in the defense room, and then we'll let you go. But that means they already have some sort of way to get onto the Ark. So do they care about the Ark? Well, we know like they don't care. World Death doesn't care about the Ark, right? They care about the Earth and taking back the Earth. And it says it wants to end the mindless violence. Which we know they can have personalities. We just have to see how that develops. Yeah, this is such a crazy episode as well, guys. I'm in love with this game. We're going to keep going with the next one. The next episode will be, as usual, it'll be Saturday. Saturday will be the next episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Thank you so much for coming along for this journey with me. And I want to say thank you to my patrons: TyFire2, JB Bull, Janet Banana, The Ghost of Zuma, Felicious Felix, Yuled, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Links, Marky, Assassin, Tribune Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, High Casparian, Jared Beanham, at the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7, and Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.